Welcome to the Russian friends. Who's ready for some game development? And I hope I don't yeah, okay, good. I was wondering if I had something stuck in my teeth. Genuinely, legit. I was wondering. I just finished a sandwich, just like and I was like, oh, hang on, maybe I have a disgusting face, as usual. How you doing, guys? How you doing? It is Monday. You know what Monday is? It's my favorite day of the week. That's what it is. Hey, Kojak, how you doing, man? Sorry, I just rushly finished some sandwich. Hang on. Let's do that, and then let's go to the presentation. Happy birthday! I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks, man. Brian Luck. Thank you very much. Development? What happened to game development? I know, right? I changed, Monkey Man. And you too, you can change. Alright, boom. We got 7-card stud, Ajabal, Alpin Imp, Bandit Alora, LNC, Dominoli, say yoo-hoo! Dominoli. Oh, okay. The employee is saying hype, Brian Locke, Monkey Man 1520, my mustache was curved by lasers, damn. Larkin, Fafao love you, Fafao hug you. Kojak, the fire one appear. Emily, Zoe does the sexy Thompson dance. I think it was doing something like that. First of all, is it time for chess yet? I don't know, but I don't know, Mr. Butt. No, not yet. Kiwi, this isn't Sparta. The pad user Stimpy, skip to play Scott Florence, Nico, Kristona is saying me want pizza. Curry can kill Paladin. K, Joseph Moongolf, Horacio Apollo, Gears is saying feel the power. Fire Shard, Monday Fun Day. Sweet. Stop screaming, Lash. Damn, happy birthday, Lash Jax. It's actually tomorrow, guys. It is tomorrow. Keep your birthday wishes for tomorrow. And I will be streaming actually tomorrow. I'm actually, guys, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna announce it live. I actually tomorrow thinking strongly towards making a big marathon. Started to stream at 8 a.m. whenever I woke up. Start the stream up to 4 and 5. And during that time, I will probably just do whatever. Code a bit. Probably code on just Stream RPG as well, a bit. Play games, Gears of War. I want to try Warframe too, because Mr. Kojak TSL told me that Warframe is quite cool. And also cool in the free-to-play realm. So I want to check that out. And yeah, just chill out. Actually, tomorrow I'll take like a day off. But I will stream all day long. And we're gonna have some fun. But today, guys, we're gonna have some fun as well. Because you know why? I know why. Look at that. What's that? What are those? Whoa! Kojak TSL 97 viewers. Welcome aboard, Kojak. Kojak and Kojak Birds. I don't know how you talk. I don't know how you what the fuck? Whoa, shut up! Light from the past. Dan Drummer hosting us. Thank you very much. Okay, so this mustache November 0 something. Now let me see if I go there. Whoa! Just hang on. I just want to see if everything is good. No, that's not the right one. It's this one. Patreon data. It's not this one. Is it? No, it's okay. So if I go into feature item, voila, boom, mustache 0, mustache 1, and mustache. I'll put 3 actually, and I'll say Movember pack 1, not pack 11, pack 1. Voila. Shut up. Now here, yeah. This one, and this one. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, let's do those 3 ones. Alright, so, or this one. Oh, no, this one's cool. Maybe gaming exhausting us. I just don't want to take... Oh, yeah, okay, so I'll do this one. 4. Voila. Save. Let's close this. Open this back up. And see if the feature item worked. Yay! This one didn't work though. Whoops. Ah! Stone Spike! Thank you very much. 19 months? Damn. Alex! Let's join the battle! Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you so much. Okay, so I have made a little doo-doo over there. So save this, close this, open this. Look at all those fancy punches. Voila. Let me refill the chest then. And boom. Chest refilled. There you go. For the first time ever, you're gonna have the Movember Pack 1. Because in 2 weeks, we'll have another one as well. And guys, we'll do the same thing that we did last year actually. If we reach $1,000 this month, I'm gonna give... Go Jack! Of course, go Jack, the man, the legend. 17 months, thank you very much, man. Okay, yeah, how we did that last year actually. I think we had a goal at 250, at 500, and at 1,000. $1,000, and I think that at $1,000 I gave the mustache to everybody, something like that. Now I have 6 new mustache guys, by the way. So I just want to check out with you what we could do. Mini Brad is following the channel. The man, the legend, the fired. And you, again, Supen Kasper Swag is following the channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you very much. I won't pronounce that twice, though. Yeah, if you pay 25, you got it right away. Okay. Real Attack GG is following the channel. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for following. Do you live in France? I do not. I live in Canada, the French part of Canada. Although I do speak French. I do speak French. I do, which explains my French accent. Baguette. Guys, today I wanted to talk with the rest of the crew. Balances! 5 months I'm still fighting all those punches. Nothing will be done today, guys. I'll be punched in the face over and over again. That's what's gonna happen today. Yeah, today I wanted to check with the rest of the team what could we do with Stream RPG, and actually I would ask the same thing to you guys. What would you expect from Stream RPG? And I believe that if Latch is not allowed us to speak, I know, right? Even myself, I get annoyed by myself. I understand why you don't want me to speak. That is legit. Call. I want to see, and I'm probably gonna have to talk with Raj, like on Twitter. Probably gonna have to spam Mr. Raj over Twitter. Can we do that? I'm gonna spam Raj. Yo, we all play chess. You don't have the balls to do a podcast-ish talking about Stream RPG and stuff. Do you? No! Yo, Playcast, you don't know how the boss do podcast-ish talking about stuff, do you? No. There you go. How did you learn to code? I learned at school, actually. It's a boring answer, but it is the answer. I started to... I didn't know how to code. I wasn't even in contact with code until like 19 years old. So I was in technical school, and I'm answering to Shane right now. What's up, Shane?
Oh my god.
It's happening. Ah, sorry, new donation. Woot woot. Found next. Thank you so much, man. Yay. Thank you very much, man, for the donation of the day. That's you. Okay, Shane, if you share your face, you'll appear on the show.
Oh. Oh my god.
Do it.
Everything's so dark. Hang on. Oh, let me go put the light back on because I turned everything off. There we go.
Your lights up. Yay! Look at that. You are in the corner.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so beautiful as usual. I don't know why I see the. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, if I do this, that will work. But you were like on full screen on my side.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hang on. I found a compromise. Woohoo! Okay. I was talking about what? I don't remember. Oh yeah, when did I learn to code? Somebody asked me like when I learned to code. It was in college actually, college and university. Like the thing is, I knew when I was a kid that I wanted to work with computers, but I didn't know what was computer science at all. So basically, my mom looked at the look of courses that it was doing in Quebec, because I come from a very small town. So she was like, hey, in that city you can learn how to computer science. And I was like, well, that's 2 words I like. Alright, I'm gonna jump on that. So that was a very blind decision. And I went to computer science, I learned to code, I fell in love with coding and everything. I was always a mathematical guy. So yeah, that's where, short answer is college. I don't know why I ramble for like 15 minutes on that. College! 1 word. You should have items for each level in Stream RPG. That is correct. That could be cool. But do you have about 2,000 bucks laying around in your pocket? If so, I will do so, because it costs about 50 bucks per item. So yeah, great idea. But we always have to think about the execution. So yeah. Right now, I take the money from Stream RPG Patreon. And I give all the money to Mark, and Mark makes new items. So the mustache thing is thanks for the Patreon. Had a good stream, Kojak?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I finished up the oh, what am I trying to say? The admin panel for overwriting a save. Like, it was super simple to do.
Okay, nice.
So hopefully that'll work. I'll do some tests. I overwrote my Amazon save with my actual like Berserk Pals save. Okay. So I'm testing it to make sure that I didn't have anything lingering that fucks with it. I think the only thing that could mess with it is the online account name. But I made sure that that was something that I preserved from the old save file.
Okay.
So hopefully that was the only thing that'll fuck with it. Everything else should be exactly the same, because I just decode it and then I just save other game.
Sorry, man. I thought it was like one follow. There's a follow train right now. So King Kak, thank you very much for following. Is there somebody else? Yes, the Yoda Man is following the channel as well. So we got the Yoda Man, King Kak, Amakot, Dota, Quazik, Baron, Skrislow, and Nuligma. There was a shit ton of people. I thought it was like a one thing, but welcome aboard, everyone. Okay, Kojak, you may speak. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
And Raj is here. Raj is here as well.
Oh,
sweet.
Let's get him on the call.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you up.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I'm a terrible person.
Basically, the save other game should be working, but I need to like just double check and make sure that I didn't forget anything major.
Okay. Gotcha. Sweet. So basically, what you can load an item, load the save games. I mean, what more have you done than what was already there? Because we had something for that with the Flash version or something.
We did. We had it to where you could load a game, tweak it, and then save it again.
Yeah.
From the admin panel. What I did is you load an account, and then you load another account and override the first one with the second.
Okay, gotcha. So transfer something.
Yes.
Sweet.
It's just something super simple and super quick to fix the Berserk Pals transfer issues.
Nice. I don't know if you saw, but the guys from Kizzy this morning, I poked them again and said, hey, can we do something? And he said, yeah, let's do it. And I said, okay, so I need to check your authentication system so I can use yours, you know? And he said, can we use Berserk Pals? I was like, yeah.
Nice.
Yes, we can. So yeah, he just said like, yeah, let's do that instead, and that's it. And also no ads. Like, okay, just do that. Because at first it was supposed to be like their authentication system plus their ads, and they said like, no, I'm gonna give you a boost of exposure if you do Berserk Pals, no ads, that's it. So,
wow, that is super handy.
Okay, so we can do our test from the Bloodstones thing. We can do our test over there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sweet. Hang on, we all play cast. It's not Skype, is it? If it is, I can today. I have that uninstalled. Okay, well, we can do a vocal only via Discord if you want, Raj. We could do that, but I could not see your pretty face. But I can still hear you, pretty voice. How's that? I wish I could use Zoom, but apparently doesn't work. Pwet.
That's weird.
I'm gonna poke Smoke as well.
Yeah. See if he wants to.
Yo, we're doing a kinda podcast today. I'm not gonna say kinda. Well, whatever. On Latch the TV. Basically, just talking about Stream RPG and the team and stuff. Now!
Yeah.
Now!
Let's do it.
Alright, there you go. Ah. What else? Well, okay, so yeah, Stream RPG. I had a talk with the Game Wisp like 15 minutes ago, by the way. And it's pretty cool because like they want to personally get involved into, well, not personally get involved, that's a bit too much. But I spoke with Eli, like the guy on there, and it's a very cool guy. He said like, okay, we can totally check it out, and I showed the code and everything. So he's a coder as well, so it was very fast, you know, like how to work and everything. And yeah, basically we're up to go on their side, and also they found a way that we could authenticate and not even have any steps for the user. So for example, if you want to pledge for X, to have a pledge like an XP or whatever, you go on their website, you pledge over there. When you come back here, you don't even need to authenticate or anything. It's gonna detect it. It's gonna say, yes, you have this pledge, and that's it, you know?
Dude.
Because what we can do is just ask the server. So we're gonna have like the server to server authentication. So the server will just check basically we're gonna have like the Stream RPG server ask the Game Wisp server give us a list of Twitch username and pledge, and that's it, you know. So if we have that, we can do everything. Like on the player side, you can just see if he's in the list, and that's it.
Dude.
So
that is so nice.
Yeah, I was like, he was telling me that and everything. I was like, that's actually a better idea.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, man.
That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Totally. So do I. So I'll try to do that maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow I'll have time to do it. We see.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm waiting for Raj. If Raj can be there. Raj, if you can go on Discord, Raj, I wanna help you up. I wanna hook you up.
We have connections. We can hook you up.
We have connection. Boop-a, 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 doop-a-doop. So yeah, Larkland actually sent a list of things. Like my screen was all red. Hang on. Things we'd like to see in Stream RPG. A way to get past feature item. That is true. The roulette idea we talk about, yeah, but with no interface since it will take much longer. Okay. Shout for different KOTS channel. Again, that would be easier than number 1 actually. But I will have to ask Mark to make an animation for each, or you know, for the feature 1. Yeah. But if we do that, like, I'm just afraid that people will then eventually ask, can I select the shout from each individual channel? And then I'll have to code more. So a way to get past feature item, the roulette idea we talked about. Okay, so the roulette idea, how was it? You can spend a feature item scrolls on the like on the roulette, right? So yeah. Because I'm thinking we don't quite need a roulette. We just need, because a roulette is just a random thing. We already have the chest for that, so we don't need to implement a new feature. We could just use the chest instead. So instead of having like a feature item tickets, you could have the actual item right over there. You know, that could be something, and that could be very way easier to do actually.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, Raj said he has a parent-teacher conference in 30 minutes. Ah, that is why. Boo!
Sadness.
Boo, kids! Boo!
Sadness.
Stop
imprisoning
making
me.
kids.
Yeah, stop making kids.
Stop making kids. It's a bad idea. Nah. Yeah, you use a scroll to get a random feature item you don't have. Okay, there we go. Please email the moderators. Final warning for bad jokes. So yeah, 3 items. It's right over there. Is it working? Yeah, it's all working already. Sounds good. So we're gonna switch everything to GameWisp, guys, and then one thing also I wanted to say. Stream RPG over there. This one. 1 free item tickets per month. I want to remove it from this tier because it's the only thing that we have to manually do every month, and I feel that I already skipped some. I think that I owe you some rewards already, and right now I don't have the tools. I have to manually do it, so I can do it manually. But you know, I just don't want to forget about it, and then people call me like, "Hey, Lash, you asshole! You never give it to me." So I just want to have like solutions that makes 0 work in the end. You know, still interesting for you guys, but that involve 0 work on my side. I could technically give that automatically, you know, but that will be quite hard to do. So instead, I was just like, okay, let's remove it. You still have a you know, a special items and everything. To add on to the shout, you could also just have an option for default if you don't want to set it up for all streamer. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, again though, like it will think something like I will have to ask Mark for it, and I believe it will cost something like like $100 per animation. So, and that's like unless all individual channel wants to pay Mark directly. I will be good for that, you know, but I already lost a lot of money with Stream RPG. I'm already under, I told you, by like 4,000. It's a bit less now that we got that. Actually, you know, it's the same, because every penny I receive here, I give it back to Mark. So, yeah, I just don't want to be generous. And I want to, you know, feed my kids somehow.
Yep, you have kids to feed, I have birds to feed.
Yeah, exactly. I got 2 feature item I don't want. I didn't want. But you did click on it though. I cannot trade them for a mustache. Just take the FOFO item and give me mustache, please. That will be hard, my friend. I will have to go. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to go in and directly edit the save.
Yeah. Like, why did you click on it then? Don't click on it. Don't spend your stuff. Not sure what you mean by animation. I think it'd be the same animation for shaking. Yeah, okay, my request is just the ability to set the shout. Oh, the shout text. Ah, okay. I thought you talked about the animation. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that I agree. So you're talking about here having a catchphrase per channel. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I could have like a list of subs in there, or actually I already have something I need for this. Yeah, I already need something for this, so I'm gonna take the same thing there from there. La 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 la. Okay, let me note that down then. Shout, different shout text per channel, and we also add past featured item. Be able to get past. Whoops. Well, that's no. How would you feel, guys, and also Kojak, if we had like a I don't know, like a, for example, a $10. If for $10 you can actually buy all the past feature items. How do you feel about that? Because I don't want. There's one thing. Okay, first, money. Obviously, I don't want you. You know, I don't want to rip out your wallet. I just want to find a way to make the items rare. Because if I made it into a pot where you can always access it, it kind of removes the rareness, the rarity of the items. So it makes them like eventually everybody will have everything, which is bad. You know. So yeah. I'm just trying to find a way. Like, what do you think, Kojak?
I think that's actually not a bad way to do it. I kind of think about it like Heroes of the Storm does with the hero rotation, where every week there is a free rotation of heroes, and you just have the option, if you want to get a hero that's not on free rotation, you can just buy them. Yeah, buy it right over there. Yep. Yeah, that's like, because again, that money will fuel Stream RPG again, you know? Yeah, exactly. So, and we don't run with the money and buy hookers, you know? We buy hookers and make them work on Stream RPG. Exactly. Coding hookers. You want to play with me? Play with my boobs? No, code. I hire you. Now you have to code. Let's just imagine, like, women in bikinis just hacking away at computers. Like, I'm gonna go prepare something. Like, I'm gonna go prepare myself. You go in the bathroom, comes out with a sexy outfit. It's like, okay, now code. Yeah. Now work on my game. I'm gonna play Gears of Wars. Yeah. Here's some cocaine. Oh my god. But yeah, no. Everything in Stream RPG right now is entirely cosmetic. So I don't know. I kind of like the idea. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here. I don't know you guys, by the way. I want to. Ratchet, thanks for understanding. It might be available another time, just not now. He also mentioned about how it's easier for him to meet with Kojak because how close they are. I would be jealous if I were you, Latch. Latch and friends, I'm not sure how you feel about it since chess is also a bit of RNG, but I like having it a random chance to get all item. It will eventually, it will be essentially if you want to be guaranteed to get an item, you get it while it was featured. Otherwise, it's down to RNG. Hang on. It will essentially be if you want to be guaranteed to get an item, to get it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Like if you have an extra, yeah. I will have to put the RNG lower though, because right now I've been generous on the RNG. But if you have 3 tickets, you cannot have more than that. You cannot stack them, you know. So right now, a way to hack the system will be to always put your tickets to all the RNG until you have them all, which we don't have much. By the way, we have like 6 about them. So you collect all of them into the RNG, and then you buy the ones in the feature items, and then you have them all, you know. So I don't know. For real, you can see it in my face, but I'm not super down to it. Like, I feel that we don't have enough items to justify that. If we had like 50 items already in the bank, yep, that would be cool. But right now we only have 6, and from the presentation and everything, I can see that there's already a lot of people who get all the items during those 2 weeks. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but damn, level 245 on Peacekeeper. The game was designed to only have 30 levels, Mr. J, by the way. Like, we tested only 30 levels and said it was like, okay, well, it's get harder and harder, and that's it. And people went to way too far. That's very fun. Sheepy Kings, follow the channel. Thank you very much. But yeah, again, guys, I want to be sure what you guys do about the Stream RPG and about what we should do, could. Because
serious RPG talk.
Serious RPG talk. Right now, what we can say as well is this thing, that we have about 600. Now the goal was at 300. There you go. The goal was at 300. And at 300, I can pay Mark, you know, all this stuff. And hang on. Yeah, actually, right now we don't have any. Yeah, the goals doesn't really justify itself. I will have to. Okay, words. This one at the thousands. If 2 other people take this one, like, yeah, this one here, because this one costs me $250 already. So if somebody pledged for this, I take the money and give it to Mark, so he can make a custom outfit. But if 4 people does that, I get 0 money, right? So because I give everything to Mark. But we get that goal reach, the goal of 1,000 reach, which I promise that I can hire a coder. And that's a problem, because I don't have any more money, because I gave it to Mark to feed this, you know? So that's a problem. Understand, Kojak?
Yes.
You are not listening! I got you! Yes! Boom! 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 You're fired! I'm talking alone here. That's beautiful. I am talking alone. So I tell Kojak, you're welcome to come to my show. He's like, okay, push the button and don't listen. It's just like playing Clash of Clans and like, fuck off. Fuck that stream. Okay, let me start that up.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. If 4 people use the 251, you know, this one over here, the special one, alright? So, when somebody pledge on this, I give all the money back to Mark. Because it cost me 250 to make 5. It's actually 7 items, so it's actually 350, you know? So we actually, it's actually bad. I should say 5 items in here, not 7. So the point is I give everything to Mark. But if 4 people does this, we reach the goal of 1,000 here. And at 1,000 we say we can hire a coder. And we also have 6 items to do every month. So I'm down by $600 every month.
Oof.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's something that whoopsie.
Yeah, and plus we have the original goals of implementing new items every single month, so that's even less.
Exactly. exactly. So I think that first we should get rid of this goal. Actually, by switching to GameWisp, I think that they don't have the goal system, right? Do they?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Honestly.
GameWisp. Dardanus of Fate. How about that?
Something that we could think about doing too.
It's Facebook.
If we want to move forward with, purchasing an in-game item with a microtransaction, if we wanted to move buying an item from the actual campaign and move that into the game and just be like, hey, $50, you get a ticket for an item, and then you can like custom design it and stuff, and we can just send that directly to Mark, and that way, we have the code and everything for the campaign, and then any custom items or anything like that can just be purchased in the game or in the Stream RPG itself.
So you would put that inside of the Stream RPG instead of GameWisp? Is that it?
I think maybe yes, but that depends on how GameWisp handles things. If it's easier to put the purchase something inside GameWisp, then I think we should do that. If it's easier to make it a separate thing entirely and make it just a microtransaction, then I think... Well, it wouldn't be a microtransaction at that point. It would just be a transaction.
Because, I think that the... Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's like this. Angelic coins. Okay, so the tier and then those things. Okay. What I was thinking... Because the way I had set up Patreon was I gave a one-time reward plus a link with something that is always ongoing, So, for example, the $50 one is you get an item, and then you have the golden XP reward. So if you continue subscribing after that, you only get the golden XP. So with what you just said though, that would be something we could do. We could say like inside Stream RPG you can buy X, Y, and Z, and we keep the subscription with GameWisp. So all the things like, for example, the shout, the special shout, the universal shout will be the subscription thing. The golden XP drop will be the subscription thing, etc. And then we just divide them, Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, basically. Because I think the problem is that we were setting up a one-time monthly monthly subscription as sort of like a one-time purchase kind of thing. And then the problem is sometimes we would see that somebody had subscribed with that in Patreon, and it wouldn't have charged them at all.
Yeah.
So we had some issues there with trying to make it like trying to buy a one-time thing with something that's supposed to be a reoccurring subscription.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, apparently though, I I have read that it's good to have a one-time reward binded with a subscription. On Patreon, that's something good. For example, I saw like a girl making an album saying like, you're gonna have your name on the album, plus you have access to a special thingy for the rest of your subscription, for the duration of the time. So that's why I always wanted to bind the two together, because that's a good practice, even encouraged by Patreon themselves. But I feel that we just made it like badly. Like if it would have been $100, for example, for subscription, would give you an item plus the XP, not 50, because with 50 we actually kind of losing money. Like on that project, so that's bad.
Yeah.
Dardanus is right here. Sweet, Dardanus of Fate. How you doing, man? We're talking. Look at that.
Talking about you behind your back.
I was spying you, my friend. I was in the Overwatch. Ah, there you go. Yeah, we were talking about switching everything to GameWisp. I talked with Eli this morning, and he gave me some very good tips on how to do it and everything. We were just talking about how we could switch our stuff and how the pledge did work on Stream RPG, and the fact that the way that we have it right now, our pledges and everything. Shut up, Mark! Again? Didn't you just subscribe? No, you made a donation. There you go. 6 months, you got your new badge, man. Congrats! Congrats on your new badge! Sweet. Alright. Yeah, we were talking about the way that if 4 people take this one, or even 10 people take this one, not this one, the 51, like this, we end up with less money because we end up giving more to Mark. We end up giving more because of the goals and those things here. So that's bad.
Yeah, I think then.
Golden Punch!
I think maybe instead of adding a store to the RPG, we move over to GameWisp and we kind of try to retool our rewards a little bit so that we're not in the red if we actually give the rewards for the people who buy them. We see how that works out, and then if need be, we can add in the buying of things to the RPG itself.
Yeah. So you would suggest just to, keep our stuff here, but just change the prices here and there, and then switch that to GameWisp.
Yeah, especially since none of us have the time to invest code into the Stream RPG. We kind of have to work on that on the side.
Yeah.
And if we add transactions into the Stream RPG, then we kind of have to support it more.
Yep, totally.
So until we get, I think you said the T-board guy. Was down for helping us out.
Yeah.
Maybe when we actually have him investing some hours every week into Stream RPG, we can do a little more with stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do agree. Because right now we have less code and more artists. Like, if we found a way, right now the 3 feature item thing is a very good feature because it's only money that goes. It's only time. It's only artist consuming. So we only need an artist for that. We barely need a coder. I can do that after a stream very fast. Bing, bing, bing. It's integrated and voila. So it's quite fast for us. So if we had new features that would make the avatar in Spotlight, or would give... Okay, so if we implement a new feature, it would have to give more work to Mark, not more work to us,
Yeah.
So, because we have like 1% of coder and 200% of Mark. Like, Mark could work on this like full time right now. He's available. So, yeah. The Stream RPG store will be awesome. Time is our greatest enemy. Yep, right, that would make sense. So Stream RPG store will be awesome. That's one opinion. I would like to take it more though. Like, was it how everybody here feel about that? Where you can buy different custom items.
Hey, do you have the Bean Tools? Beanbox?
Beanbox? Yeah, I haven't tried. No.
If you have Beanbox, we could try the poll.
Oh, well, we can do a straw poll actually.
But, we can do a straw poll or that. I just haven't seen the Beanbox poll, so that's why I was only suggesting that.
Well, let's check it out. Alright, what the fuck happened? Okay. Beanbox. That's probably not that. Where is it? Is it on this channel or something? Beanbox.
I just
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, I just googled Beanbox and installed it.
You have it?
Yeah, I've got it.
I still don't have it.
I haven't used it yet.
Bean poll? Is that it? Well, whatever. I can use the straw poll. Straw poll me. Stream RPG store to buy items. Yay or nay?
Ah, here you go.
Yay, nay. I'm just gonna do that. Usually I always do like a third option where it's like fuck off Flash, just to laugh. But that kind of
this one's a little serious.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of incite people to joke about it.
Yeah.
And I want to be sure. No. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm just I click on the dashboard instead. Voila. There's also this, the little, there's something that happens, like, new vote available, vote now. That's pretty cool.
Hang on 1 sec. Oh shit, what?
You saw that?
What? That's awesome. I didn't know that straw poll integrates directly into,
That's probably BTTV though.
Yeah.
It's probably BTTV.
Dude, oh, that's such a great plugin. Like,
Can we watch like 25 ads for a free RPG item?
oh my
Why
god.
not 50? On mobile, we could. On mobile, you could. On web, not gonna happen.
Be right
Right,
back.
Kojak? Oh, yeah. Do it.
Yeah, on web. Fuck ads on web. Like,
Yeah.
never again.
Yeah, totally. So you import Flash Duel things. Thank you so much for showing me that uncompressed option. Okay, sweet. Glad to hear that. Good idea, but I have no money to buy stuff. I agree, that can happen. But right now there's actually zero way to do it. So right now we're finding ways to, you know, support the ongoing development of StreamRPG, you know. So if we receive zero money, there will not have any more items forever. Down. Here we are. Here we are, 3 months of still fighting. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for punching me in the face again. Down. But yeah, like for real, if there was a way to watch 25 ads on mobile or something like, I don't know, no, you cannot have double XP if you're watching ads. No, I don't like that. But you know,
Nah, I mean,
nah, not that. I mean, no, we should just we don't have the thing for the advertisement anyway. I'm on the fence about this one, buy items. Do you have an idea as to what you would choose to price each individual item? We can talk about that. Here, I just want everyone to be on an agreement, not only me. It's not Latch RPG where it's only me fighting monsters, and you know, it's all about us, you know. So I just want to be sure. If everybody's like, no, we don't want that. Okay, we won't do it. But we have another problem. We have to get some funds to inject more funds into StreamRPG. You know, if we don't have more funds, well, we can just stick with the 3 feature items that we have right now, and that's it. We can stick with that as well. You know, I'm just laying down the variables of the equation right now here on the stream. And see, like, okay, can we do that? If we do this, we have this. You know, if we have that thing, we can have access to these things. Does it worth it? Yes, no. We talk about it, you know, and what is the price of the item falls under that umbrella. We just talk about it here, and that's like my very first project where it's a community-based project, you know. So I'm really new to this. I'm used to like a 3-people team and taking all the decision with my like 3-people team, and that's it. But here, it's an experiment. It's something that we do all together. And if you don't agree with this, fine, we remove it. Or if we want to go that way, we can do this. That was a lot of words.
tree fitty.
Yay, but I prefer it to be purely a technical difference, like certain skins and stuff. Yep. Like we don't have the pay for XP, right? Right now we have the subscription thing that can allow you to give more experience points, yes, but it also gives the same experience points to everybody else. So in a sense, I can spend 0 money and still have more experience point than somebody who paid. And that to me is not pay to win, you know?
Yeah, you've just been watching the channel.
If the price was reasonable, hell yeah, I will pay for custom item for StreamRPG. Sweet. Because yeah, every 50 bucks that I receive will make a new item in the game. Simple as that. See you around, Brian Luck. Thanks for passing by, man. Do 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 do. Yeah, what would be the prize then? I haven't seen the result. Let's go see the result. Yay! Okay, so we have 75 yay. Ah, okay, so 12 votes out of 16 got a yay. I think it's a good poll. If anybody else wanted to vote on this, it is time. But right now, I feel that we can say with confidence that the yay is a good thing. Will there be a category to change the boot you wear? No. Probably no for a while. Well, maybe the boots. Let me see.
We'd have to rebuild the boots animation.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing.
It could be done, but there's an initial hurdle. Because we would have to make it so that the boots, instead of being a frame-by-frame animation,
yeah, exactly.
That they move kind of like they do in Zombiidle.
Yep. Well, we could always like take this, for example. Okay, I'll take the run animation. Hello. Yeah. All right. Take this, copy paste that here, and do something like. Okay, so I will have two separate boots, but whatever. I could do something like this, and then here have a bunch of different boots.
Ah, yeah, where the boots actually change, but the other things don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. We could have that, but here, this, I cannot make it change. So the boot, we could do it, but not the pants, for example.
Yeah.
We could technically do that. I believe.
It's doable.
Yeah, it is doable. It takes a while, but it's doable. Because I think that the boots is always on the side. So we would need to make two boots. The left and the right one, and just change it, and that will be good, I think, on all the on all of them. Oh yeah. Yeah, even there. Yeah. Yep. So yes, it could be doable as well to get some new boots. But again, time.
Mm-hmm.
We can do. Would that recolor for the boots be possible? Like a black or grayish blue? Again, like if we can make a different kind of boot, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We can do a bare feet. We can do whatever. I gotta just change the. I could just change this animation here. Now, right now, I just change the color, but I can do whatever I want here.
I recognize now that you meant, like, skin, like naked feet. But the first thing that popped into my head when you said bare feet is, like, a bear's
foot. Nice.
And I was like, oh my god.
Let's do that.
A bear's foot would be
amazing. Let's do it.
As for price, I don't know, $250 for an item. How about $350?
350? What?
350.
I'm surprised, I don't know. 250 for an item? That's about the same as a revenue from a sub. Yeah, I don't know. 250 for an item. That's not much, so that should be good. That will represent like bear armor. Yeah, I know, right? Nice. But yeah, 250 sounds like it. I will have to check. Stretch time match. I will have to check with PayPal and everything. But yeah, that will be good. 250.
Yeah, because there's gonna be stuff, fees and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not aware, the reason why I love the 350 thing is because South Park had this whole bit where this old man kept telling stories, and then it would always end with the Loch Ness Monster asking for 350.
For 350?
350. And he tells this whole grand story, and then it ends with like, yeah, I need some money. I need about 350. And he's like, God damn it, Loch Ness Monster, I'm not giving you no 350.
Nice. Why not Stripe instead of PayPal? I don't know Stripe at all.
I've never heard of Stripe.
So do I. I will go toward PayPal because we already have all the backbones to do it. We use Player.io for StreamRPG, which is the same thing that we use for Zombital, and Zombital has been using microtransaction for a while now already. So we know that it works, we know it's secure, and we know it's safe. So I would tend toward this one. And yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, to add on to that, I have only had to do maybe 2 or 3 people to give them diamonds because they didn't get it via the game. Okay. Like, despite the fact that it's the system isn't like as, I don't want to say, not secure, that's a bad word. Like, we have to redirect somebody to the PayPal website and then verify that they actually got the transaction, whereas with on Android, it's just built right into the plugin.
Yeah.
It's still super stable. I've only had to give maybe 2 or 3 people diamonds that say they didn't collect them in the game.
Okay.
And the game has been live for, God, almost a year.
Yeah. March.
So 3 people.
No, there was no microtransaction at the beginning.
Yeah, you're right. So since March. So what is that, 6 months?
Yep.
Like 3 people in 6 months.
So let's do it.
Yeah. Super stable.
As for the price, I don't know. I lean toward 3 just because it's not a .50 something. You know, instead of 2.5, just like $3. Like an item costs $3. I don't know, just for the sake of saying $3. But again, that's not an argument on its own.
And then how many items make up a full set? Is it 5? Because you've got the helmet, the shield.
7.
7 items.
Yeah.
So that's $21 for a full set. That's not too bad. I was only trying to think of a nice round number for, getting a full set of items. Because if it's $3 and it's 5 items, that's a good round $15 for a full set.
Yeah.
$3 gets you an item and 15 diamonds in Zombital. That would be tough to do.
Yeah, no.
That would be nigh on impossible.
I don't want to start to make weird deals like that, because it will be impossible to deal inside here. Okay, I'd like to play the Overwatch again now. Sweet Dardanos, thanks, man.
I am actually going to be right back.
Yeah, sure. Sure thing. So yeah, $3 could do it. I'm gonna go back to the votes here. Oh, we leaned a little bit more to nay. I'd like to hear the reason on why the nay, though. I'd like to hear why. Although that would kind of spoil who actually said nay. But for real, I just want to say, like, why do somebody don't want that? Is it because they are afraid that everything will start to be paid? If so, I understand as a player perspective. I understand that. Like, it is fucking annoying when you start to see, hey, buy this for money and blah 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 into that thing. You know, I like it more pure. From a player perspective, but okay, let's go full side, like for 100% on this side. We're not gonna get any more items or any more feature, or we're gonna get less because we get less funds, you know. So it's all about a way on how to re-give to you guys, you know, Because I'm not gonna work for free until I die. I have to work on just shapes and beats. I ain't gonna do stuff for free. If you guys got around collecting stream RPG and Zombie, it could be done in only 10 minutes of work, right? I don't want that. I don't want to bind Zombie with the stream RPG.
That 10 minutes of work will turn into 100 very quickly.
Yeah, totally.
And I mean 100 10-minute periods.
Yeah. And I don't want that because like stream RPG is eventually gonna expand to more channel and maybe channel that I don't know personally or something like that, you know. And I don't want to inject some battle in their face. Like I stream about Gears of War 4. I'm an extreme player on this, and not me. I'm talking like in a particular channel. Or I'm an Overwatch player and I stream my stuff, and then I use Stream RPG. And inside Stream RPG, there's that weird game Zombattle. What the fuck is that? You know, I don't want that. I want to talk about Overwatch, not Zombattle. You know, so I want Stream RPG to be brainless as possible. I know it was probably a joke, but yeah. Do us get our Patreon gets our feature item now? Yeah, let's do that. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier, actually, saying that I wanted to remove that perk from the Patreon. But I'm gonna keep my promise and give it to you now. Anyway. Whoops, that's not a good one. Kojak, take the wheels.
Rah, what's up?
Take the wheel. There you go. You're everywhere.
All right.
La 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 la.
I got nothing.
Well, you tried.
I'm yeah. It was so. That was just. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Well, you tried. It was just. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Sorry, my brain is a little foggy because I'm also trying to update the software on my Apple VM so that I can upload Zombital.
Ah, okay, yeah. Freaking.
I tried to upload it again today, and still nothing. It just hangs at authenticating.
We can always contact them, like call them or something.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm updating the actual software right now. I'm updating the OS and I'm updating Xcode. And then as soon as it's done updating, I'm going to try the application loader one more time.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't work, then I got nothing else. We just got to call them.
Sweet.
Can I point at people and have my bird attack them?
Nice.
I mean, we've been trying to train her, so she... African Greys are very prone to being a little neurotic, and last time we clipped her wings so that she wouldn't fly all over the place, because she was flying up on top of the refrigerator, and she was like flying into the computer room and landing on chairs and just being a total bitch. So we clipped her wings so that she couldn't necessarily like gain altitude. She would just kind of glide and like slowly descend. But she's been very stressed, so she started like chewing on her feathers, and she started like chewing off her flight feathers. Okay. So she was been unable to fly for a little while, and it's really funny because she's letting her flight feathers grow in so she can actually fly again. But what the hell? I just saw in the stream you flipped.
That was something. Just I wanted to watch you. Like I was looking at you on this side, and I was always facing that direction. So I just wanted to switch, but I felt like okay, people might be a little bit surprised.
Oh, that was awesome.
So is growing back.
Yeah, she's got her flight feathers back, but she's not good at steering. So if we send her to like fly, and we're trying to train her to like fly to like land on the couch or like fly to other people, she tends to like overshoot, and then she like tries to steer, and she's like careening around the kitchen, and she like aims for something soft and just like lands into it.
Nice.
So we're trying to train her to fly to people, and then we'll train her to attack.
Nice. Attack ya! Your little army of. That's cool. I make kids and you have birds, so I'm gonna have like an army of like birds versus kids.
Yes. Oh man, it'll be so good.
Nice.
Oh God, what was I gonna say? I do not remember what I was gonna. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned this in my stream. I think a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
The next world that we make, I really want to have it be bird people.
Yeah, why not? Like in the sky. There was a world I wanted to do in Zombido where you could not have ground people. So it was like flying houses, for example, and each monster that are on the ground cannot attack on this realm. So you cannot have the Tomb King, you cannot have the Tomb King, you cannot have the zombies, you cannot have... The only one you can have is the specters, the bats, and I think there's one more... Is it the only two ones?
It's the flying spaghetti monster.
The Lich as well.
The Lich, yeah, he flies.
Oh, and the spaghetti monster as well, the squid. So it will be 4 monsters, so it's actually half, and also it gives you like a new way to try to upgrade your stuff. Instead of putting everything into Tomb King, you try to do something else, right? Well, it will end up into giving everything into the squid, but you know, at least it will give more importance to the squid. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I love anything that kind of shakes up the strategies.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Totally. So
like a lot of people. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
A lot of people were talking about having the different monsters kind of have different elements to their attacks. Like some monsters are much better against bosses, some monsters are much better against like different types of houses.
Yeah.
And I love the hell out of that.
Yep.
But I have no idea how we would possibly rebalance.
Step 1. What do we do? How we do it? Because right now the biggest issue is everybody put everything into the Tomb King. So our way to deal with that was the prestige system. Like when you upgrade, for example, every 100 of levels that you put on the zombie horde makes it to a new tier or something like that, you know. Or I know we thought about making it with the items. So you take, like, for example, the eyes from the orbs, you inject that into somewhere, and it brings that monster to the next tier. So, you know, that next tier is now that zombie horde is way better than the Tomb King, and you just go around with that, you know, something like that. So that will be a way to do it.
That could work.
But I totally agree with you know, strategically how to put the DPS not only on the Tomb King.
Yeah, but to have all monsters kind of have some kind of equal role.
Yeah.
Which is really tough when each monster just objectively does more damage.
I'm not gonna craft 1,000 items for each monster just because of the prestige system, Ledge. Okay, so you really don't have the same idea that I have in my mind. Like, if I don't like it, it's not gonna go in the game. Don't forget, guys, that I play every single day on at Zombido as well. So I'm not gonna implement something that I will dislike myself. So if it's boring, it's not gonna end up in the game. That's for sure. I like it first. The rest of the team like it, and then the rest of the guy like it. You know, so because if I end up making stuff that I don't like, it's not gonna be Zombido anymore. Even if it's an unpopular decision, it still has to have the feeling of Berserk. That's the one direction we're gonna have, you know.
Yep.
So, and I'm not gonna say me, but that includes Kojak and Etienne and Mike and, you know, the rest of the team. So even if it's unpopular, I'm not gonna do something that I find boring. And here's a chest, guys. No, this side now. I'm all reserved, damn. I'm all reversed. Reserved. I'm all reversed. And also, we're supposed to have some giveaway today. Mind if you
it's...
go back in the corner, Kojak? Go back in the corner. Boop. I said boop. Monkey Man, by the way, I send you a feature item. Voila! Add all viewers, boom. Or actually, no. I want to say, like, do pizza. Everybody who wants to be in the giveaway, just do underscore pizza. Not underscore, excuse me. Exclamation mark pizza right over there. Here. Just do it. Just do it.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Ooh, I have some pizza. I might have to go get some pizza. Oh, did you see the emotes that Emily sent me?
Yeah, the derp bird. Is that
No,
it?
she sent me one today too. It was the other bird.
Show it to me. I want to see it.
I will.
I can see it.
I love the hell out of it.
Emily is genius.
She's so good, man.
Yep. Ah, nice. Look at that. Fancy. That will be
Right?
for what? Does she just send you a bunch of birds and then you end up? I mean, do you give her the idea first, or is the opposite way?
That's one that she actually came up with.
Okay.
So the derp one, I knew I wanted, because I knew the cockatiel is, she's such a dumb bird, but I love her. She's so sweet. I knew that I wanted to have emotes of the birds, and I knew that like just a derp emote, because I don't know, derp is like one of my favorite words just to throw in somewhere if I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted her, just like with her tongue sticking out and looking all silly and happy, and it turned out perfect. And then she sent me another one, which was the cockatiel, but like with a monocle and a top hat, and she was like, she described it as Kojak Sir, and I was like, oh, do you think it would be better if it was the African Grey?
Okay.
So I sent her some pictures of Gurr, and she sent me back that one just today.
Nice.
So I am
so
super happy.
That's so cool. Kojak Sir. Nice. Nice. So are we ready for the giveaway? Are we? We got a pizza here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna bust it up right now. Boom! Hello, Kojak, I just share my screen so we can see in real time instead of looking at Twitch.
Oh, thank you. Very helpful.
Blumba, sweet! Blumba 73 is our winner. Please show yourself in the chat. You have 50 seconds. Go!
Do it.
Oh yeah! Blumba 73. We got it. We got it. Pizza shield coming your way, my friend. Boom! It's over there. I'm all reversed. I don't understand world anymore.
It's upside down.
It's upside down. Hang on. I want to try to show you some stuff.
Now I gotta find a good way to put the new emotes for the birds, like in my in the panels underneath my stream.
Okay, yeah. I could give you what I did, so if you want to start from that.
Oh, that'll be really helpful, actually. Anlum, how's it going, man?
Let me see. Is that into the this one? No. Twitch panel. Yep. Subs. Voila. Yeah, I can give
sweet.
you that. Yeah. Sweet. It's not on the same. Okay, yeah, I can do it like this anyway. This will go. Yep, sounds we have a yay for this Stream RPG store.
Ooh.
Yep, I
Nice.
believe it's okay. And you know, if the price is too high or people don't like it or whatever, we can always adjust, you know? No decision is final. So...
Yep. Plus, the nice thing is Player.io already has built-in stuff for like PC.
Whoa! What happened? What happened? I missed it! Ah,
We all play cast.
We all play cast. Ah, there you go. We all play cast. Sweet.
59.
59 now?
59 viewers.
I thought he wasn't here today. He lied. Soon, just
Such a
soon.
liar.
I thought he would be here, and I didn't tell you he would be streaming. We all play, guys. How you doing, my friend? Look at that. Raj, are you here now? Can we retalk? Can we recap a bit what happened with Stream RPG? Okay, I was in the right place. My brain is dead. Yeah, doing good, man. Sweet. Sweet. So basically, me and Kojak and the rest of the knights here have talked about. Sorry, what?
He has to run to the parent-teacher thing now.
I still have to go. Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Boo. Okay, well, no candy for you, right? No candy for you. There you go. Finally give you the FLA thing.
Ah, sweet. Sweet.
What games are you playing, guys? That it's 18 plus. Gears of War these days. Well, I don't know if it's 18, probably. There's a shit ton of blood in that game. The update ends up with an error. Version mismatch. Can I help here? Lich, you're talking about the Stream RPG? I would just suggest to uninstall everything and install it back.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Uninstall and download again.
Yeah, that'll be the best. Wow. Yeah, I wanted to show you something, man. What the? Oh, come on. Oh yeah, that thing. We just swear a lot.
Shit.
Nice. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
What am I looking at?
It's gonna happen soon. Hang on.
It's gonna happen.
Yep. It's just like Unity compiles. Fucking Unity.
We'll make our own engine.
It's not. Yeah. Damn.
Hookers.
Alright, finally. And I have my friends saying me like, no, it's not that bad. Fuck. Hang on. I think I have the wrong. Alright. Yay! Finally. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! I was fiddling a bit with this main menu. I can switch it for pop-up new instead. Now the cursor is still there because the cursor is hang on. The cursor is by a programmation. Hang on. There we go. So I go like this. Shut up. Alright, so if I go there, I do pop-up new. Shit. Pop-up new controller. Shit. Local couch. Shit. Switch it to MDMO. Shit. So there's a bunch of little bugs here and there I need to fix. But the thing is, you know, this interface looks good. It looks like a It looks like a usual Flash one, you know. I
Yeah,
like it.
it looks really good.
I really like it. Like this one. What's happening? Is there? What's happening? Stop! I don't want. Ah. Anyway. So yeah, I'm still working on that, fixing the little error here and there. I'm close though. I'm close. I want to finish this up for by the end of the week, if I can. I really wish I can.
Dude, it looks like you've got 80% of it done.
Yeah, like the past month already.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, I feel your pain because when I was using that little Ruby script to convert everything into C#, it's just there was so just much raw typing that my hands actually got really stressed out. So I feel your pain. I know what you're going through.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad though. Converting the thing to C# was about 2 days of work. Like I'm still not done-ish, but the actual converting from JavaScript to C# took me about two days. So that's not much, you know. The hard part was just like I had a lot of stuff. I had to actually redo the demo because I did a demo into the last build. So that was not part of the part, right? That wasn't part of the part. It was just like redoing the stuff. And then redo the tools. And then cleaning all the visual, cleaning my code. Because there was a shit ton of stuff that was bad. So I cleaned all my code. And then I cleaned the interface. I cleaned the FLAs and everything. And then I finally said, okay, this is a texture, this is that, blah, blah. But the actual switching wasn't that bad. So
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, it feels like it's been forever.
Oh, a word of not advice, I guess. What I was doing when I was switching over all the code is normally Unity will create a systems dot like lists or something, or like include lists dot something. You're probably going to want to use 99% of the time change that to lists dot generic.
Okay.
Because using the ones that are templates, like with the brackets and then you put the type of thing that it's going to hold inside, is much faster than just using the regular list that Unity provides.
Like this, or?
I can't really... Yeah, systems collections generic. Yeah.
Is that it? Okay, good. So yeah, I do use that. I actually put everything into vector flash because in Flash it's vector, but I just changed it to a vector flash. And the only thing it does is it has like a proxy and just like connect the two. That's it. So if you would have said like don't use list, use array list, I would have changed that right there, and that's it. You know, because I use my class for 99% of the entire thing. You know.
Nice. Yeah, that makes it super easy just to change it to something else later on.
And the callback, I made it so I can pass, 3 parameters, 2 parameters, 1 parameters, and I can also do a callback with return. So if I do a callback, I pass the function like this, and it's gonna return the actual type things. So for example,
very nice.
For example, into model spawn here, it has a callback that always return a spawn. In the ActionScript, you had to actually know it, because there was no type, whatever. So it was trying to return that, and that's it. But now in C#, it actually, it has to be a function that returns a spawn. If it's not, it's not gonna pass. So if you go there, for example, and you're like, okay, square create is something that returns a square. If I switch that for, I don't know, void, for example, and then I go back, it should say, it says like, no, it's not the nice signature. So that's actually better, I have to say, that's actually better than ActionScript.
Yeah, that's why I really like C# for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then there are other parts where that flexibility is really nice in Flash.
Hey man, System is D's for the channel, welcome aboard. But yeah, it's pros and cons, right? Like either it gives you the flexibility, or it tells you like, okay, you know what you're doing. There you go. I'm gonna compile the shit, and you mess up with what you told me to do. And the other side is like, no, there are rules, and you have to follow them. Fuck you. So that's what we C#, you know. So there's pros and cons.
Yeah, and I mean, well, to be fair, I think in Flash, it's more if you try to do those kinds of things, it might be an indication that there's a cleaner way to do it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose, I would choose C#. I prefer it. But right now, even though, like, right now, I don't like Visual Studio. Visual Studio is laggy as hell. I have to fucking... Whenever I press, like, Control-Enter, it takes time to happen. When I switch from Unity to this one, it always tells me, do you want to reload stuff? And then it reloads everything, takes forever, try to compile. I really don't like it. I don't know if Mono Develop is better. I will try, actually, because the new guy actually used Mono Develop, Kojak. He said, like, no, I stuck with this one. It's good enough. Like, okay. So
I've played around with MonoDevelop. I don't know if it's better now than when I played with it maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
I did not like MonoDevelop.
Okay.
MonoDevelop crashed on me many times.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know.
I've heard good things, and I've also heard maybe that it's gotten more stable since I've used it. Okay. But anytime I've had the option, I've used Visual Studio.
Okay. And do you have any idea on why it will lag? Because right now, I don't know, I'm really not impressed. I thought that, Flash sucked. Everybody keeps telling me, like, Flash sucks, Flash is bad, Flash, blah, 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 Unity is better. And I go here, and it's lagging and compiling, like, 95% of the time. It's like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be faster. The rendering is faster, but that's not because of Unity. That's because they're using GPU, which is something we can do in Flash as well, you know? So
yeah, that's something we are using.
Yeah. So I thought that, all around the development will be smoother, but no. Every time I'm trying to, anyway, I don't know, like, I try and I talk to other developers, like, for example, Juicy Beast. I talked with a coder over there. It's like, is it normal that the compilers suck? It's like, well, it's not that bad. It's like, well, it's worse than Flash. He said, yeah. It's like, why? I said, well, I don't know. We have to. It's like that. Fuck you. So I don't know. Like, it's my little rant.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know that I've used C# in any big projects like, just Shapes and Beats is fucking huge, so many files. Yeah. I have actually, when I was working on my Half-Life 2 mod, it was all done in C++, and it was all done with the Source engine. Okay. Working with it, oh my god, it was, looking back on it now, it's such a massive headache because things were so weird and they were working around C++'s difficulties. Like, the engine that they've built is absolutely remarkable in terms of how customized it was. But still, it was such a huge headache to try to work around C++'s difficulties. Yeah. But that being said, compiling the entire project for the first time after you actually download the source code, it took like 15 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
But it had incremental compiling. Yeah. So you change one file, and it was just as fast to compile as Flash is right now. Just as fast to make a build after you just change one or two files. Now, you can force it to do a rebuild of the entire project for whatever reason if your changes aren't taking effect. And then again, it would take another 15 minutes. Yeah. But I have a feeling that for some reason Unity isn't incrementally compiling.
No, we saw something actually for that. Somebody linked that. Somebody sent me a incremental build in Unity where you could implement that. I think I sent it to you, actually, Kojak. I haven't tried it out though. It was like, it's a GitHub thing. Like, it's a one dude on GitHub that does this, and it says like it is not super stable or whatever. Tom70X, follow the channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thanks for following.
Yeah, I saw that as well, and I looked at it. And I'm like, this is.
Yeah, it's edgy,
weird.
but it's I don't
But-
know what's the word, but it's like not sure. 6Z for the channel. Welcome aboard, man.
That's because I noticed whenever you make some changes in Visual Studio and you go back to Unity, it does a rebuild of the project. Why it takes so? It doesn't take long when you start the game up, does it? Like between hitting play and seeing something happen in the game preview.
Well,
How long
kind
does that
of. It's still long. It's still too long for me. There you go.
Oh.
So it's about 3-4 seconds. It's not that much. It's about the same as in Flash-ish.
Yeah, it takes about as long as it does maybe for Flash to compile, but then that's
Yeah.
not counting the time when you make some changes in code and Alt-Tab to.
No. If for
To
example I go to model spawn anim like this, and oops no, model flash animation and then this thing over there. If I just do this, for example, okay, so I have a little error here. That's a good like I press Control 1, and it waits for a while before it does the thing. Like, anyway, whatever. So this, and I will say map tutorial here. Okay. You have to remove this one.
Oh,
What?
I think maybe it was accepted into the App Store.
Shit! For real?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Finally, guys, we're gonna have some BIOS update in fucking iOS. High five!
Yeah. Wait.
Nice.
Oh, you. I thought you were going to the camera. Oh well. Whatever. Let me double check that it was actually uploaded and that it's processing right now. But anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make a change and you tab back to Unity.
Isn't Flash a dying language? I like
God
how
damn.
everybody says that. Yes, though, I will say, yeah, the ActionScript 3 is a dying language. I mean, it's not a language that you should start and check it out. Although it's very close to Java, so it's always another assets in your tool. Another tool in your assets. Is that the proper expression? Whatever. It's another. It works.
It's a tool in your toolbox. Yes,
Tool in your
it's
toolbox.
processing.
Okay, sweet.
We can upload builds again.
Nice. Fuck, it took forever. Ugh, it wasn't even
Yeah.
your fault then. Good job on that.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no, I just had to update application loader because apparently they're
Promotion. Wow! Promotion.
nice. More ads.
But yeah, Flash. Okay, when I talk about Flash, I talk about air and because Flash is too many things. Like Flash Player is dead, Flash Player, Flash is dead, blah blah. When people say Flash is dead, they talk about Flash Player because the Flash Player has some security issues, and it's also, well, arguably it's laggy. Also, it depends on the coder who handles it, but yeah, it is also laggy. But then there's less people playing Flash games as well. But that's true for all the web games. Like what? What's up?
Oh no, somebody just said I looked like I was praising the sun.
Praise the sun. But anyway,
so
long story short, the tools to create stuff, the animation, like Animate CC is still fucking awesome. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
I still want to use it. It is so easy to animate a shit ton of stuff. And even there in Unity, I still use Flash, so I still use Animate CC, the tool, to animate stuff. Everything here you can see, and you don't see it now because you only see Kojak's face. But hang on, this is all Flash. This is all Flash animated. No, everywhere. Now there's a little bug here, but that's in my tools. That's not the actual Flash thing. So the animation is pretty cool. The language now. We were talking about the. What's happening now? Is there another?
We were gonna get a different.
Shut up. Okay, good. The actual code, like the compiler was running way faster. Like if I compile the Just Ships and Beats in FDT in Air, it goes way faster than this one, than in Unity, you know. And I think it will always be. I think that the Flash thing was lighter, but pros and cons again. Like the pros is it's faster to compile. The cons is there's no assets. You're pretty much alone. There's no support. Well, not no support, but nothing compared to Unity, you know. And it's also harder to learn. So somebody who just begins should not start with Flash because they have to start and code everything. Like you have to code your own update function because otherwise there's no way to update the screen. You have to do your own stuff, you know. So you add event listeners, blah 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 blah, you know. And everything you have to put to something on the screen, you have to compile and see it, etc. So the thing is, for the past 10 years, I built a shit ton of tools to correct those cons. So now I have a workflow that got rid of all those cons, and I still have that fast compiler. Anyway, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if I had the time, something that I really would love to look into is Vulkan.
Vulkan?
Yeah, because I feel like Vulkan is basically like a new version of OpenGL that's come out.
Okay.
It is insane to try to get anything to build with Vulkan. And a little while ago, I experimented with it. It took like 2,000 lines of code just to get me to render my diamond emote on the screen.
Sweet.
Yeah, it takes so much time to get anything to work.
That feels like college work. Like, but yeah, go ahead.
But, and I was thinking about this too. We could, if I had all the free time in the world, I would love to just like move the code that we've written to render things from Flash in Unity and move that over to like C++ and Vulkan.
Okay.
Because what you can do, you can set up multi-thread rendering, and you can render like how we have 15 draw calls for Zombiidle.
Okay.
We could run through and process all the information, distribute those to all the different cores on your computer. So the CPU rather, so the CPU can try to figure out where everything should be and where it should batch based on the stage.
Yeah.
And then we could have all 15 draw calls run simultaneously.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice.
So, yeah, it would be... In Vulkan. Yeah, but the problem with Vulkan is that... like with OpenGL, you basically just have to, even with the wrappers, you create the context, you create the window, and then you start drawing things to the screen.
Yeah.
With Vulkan, you have to not only select what device you want to use, you then have to create all these crazy objects called like swap chains and swap contexts, and
shit. Okay.
It's a lot.
I can see like Alpha 17X is saying that no. Haika is saying Unity has Vulkan support coming up.
Yeah, Unity will have Vulkan pretty soon, but I don't know how optimized it is like under the hood.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I was thinking about it is, you know, once again, incremental systems where you can just like build something in C++ and then it never has to worry about that again.
Sorry, Master is just like, Legend Friends looks like, I know some of these words. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, to be fair, like all those things that I just mentioned, I think are things that Vulkan just invented.
Okay, good. Shit, okay.
Yeah, so
I've never heard of that. Like, I'm really, like, the more I am becoming, like, the more I grow up in my career, the more I get away from the my coder side, you know? It's really weird. Like, I would have been super fucking excited if you told me that, like, on my first year of being a coder, or fifth year or something like that. Like, oh my god, I want to try this out, you know, and optimize every single fucking pixel and everything. And the more I grow up, the more I'm like, well, coding is an asset to put shit on the screen. And that's it. If I can put shit on the screen, it's good enough for me. Like, my threshold is right there instead of like, whoop, you know. I'm still, like, deep down in my brain, there's a part of me who's like, love the coder candy that I named that coder candy. You know, I call that coder candy. like how it's technically done and everything. I like to see all the wires and shit and what can be done. But the more I grow up, the more I tend to get away from that and go to the game design side of stuff, and what kind of shit I can do on the screen and explosions and blah blah.
Yeah, I think right now I'm like half and half, because like half of me is like, oh my god, that would be so fucking cool. The other half of me is like, do you know how long it would take to get literally anything done?
Yeah, totally. I assume, especially now that you have like a 40 hours job in doing games and like what is involved into implementing the new features and everything.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like working on Zombiidal has forced me to hone the skill of finishing things.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because up until working with you, I'd built like prototypes and I'd build this and that, and scope creep would just like ruin anything I ever tried to do. And I never got anything really finished. But working on Zombiidal, I have to have something finished every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it helps on how to estimate stuff as well. Like, I think I'll be done. Do that in 3 days, and you think it is, and you're sure it's like, okay, it's be done in 3 days. That should be good. It's very super easy. And then 3 days later, it's like, why am I still working on that? And it takes another 3 days, and then 3 days later, fuck, it's gonna take another 3 days.
Yeah.
And then the next day, the next update, for example, you re-estimate the things, and you're like, okay, now I've learned from my errors. It's gonna take 3 days. And you do it for the same thing. I mean, even like, I'm not pointing at you directly, like I'm pointing at the situation in general, because I still fall under that umbrella, even after 10 years of experience, I still fucking don't know how to estimate stuff. Like, case in points, porting my game to Unity, right? Like, it was gonna take, like, I'm gonna be done by the end of the beginning of November. End of October, I'll be done. And here I am, midway to November, and it's still not done, So, like, I fall under that umbrella a lot myself. Yep. Takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Oh god, remember the first thing you ever were like, hey, you want to try to do this? And it was the raid questions.
Yep.
Getting raid questions done. And I'm like, you were like, it'll take like 3 days of work. And I sent you back an estimate. I'm like, it'll take me 40 hours.
40 hours. Yeah.
It was really funny. Like, I kept talking with my roommates and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it'll take a week. And they're like, well, I mean, a week of working on it here and there. And I'm like, no, like 40 hours. Like, 8 hours a day. Like, it didn't.
Yeah.
Which is good news.
There we go. Because you're awesome. I would like a voice-activated programming tool. Nice. Draw a squirrel.
Oh.
Move a squirrel. What?
Dude, because you just reminded me. There was one guy I watched a TED Talk on. Or maybe it wasn't a TED Talk. It was a presentation of some description. But it was a programmer, and he, I don't want to say ruined his hands. He stressed his hands out. He got repetitive stress injury.
Okay.
And he was a programmer. And, like, he could not work, like, at all. Like, he'd work 2 hours a day, and it would just, like, he couldn't work any more than that. So what he did is he got a program called Dragon, and he hooked it up to Vim. And have you ever worked with Vim?
No.
I tried to learn Vim, and I got kind of okay at it.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know, the best I can describe, I haven't ever played the piano, but that's kind of how it felt, because you never had to take your hands off the keyboard.
Okay.
Everything you do in Vim, selecting text, moving around to different parts of the code and all that,
I like it.
all done on the keyboard. I've tried to see if I can get Vim to work with Flash, and I can't. I haven't found anything. but oh my god, it's so nice to use. But because everything is done through the keyboard and like selecting text and all that, he had speech commands, and they were just like really weird syllables like lerp and blurp and stuff like that he would say, and he had like animal noises. But each one of those would be like move line down or select this block of text.
Shit, that's
and
awesome.
he coded with voice recognition.
Nice. That is dedication, ladies and gentlemen. That guy's a trooper. Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? And the best part is he got like $1,000 microphone that's like super directional. So even if people are making lots of noise around him, he can still work.
Wow.
And now that his
It would
stress
look
injuries,
weird. It would look weird, but it's still like lerp, you.
yeah, basically, like if you go and watch the demonstration, he actually codes a little bit in an auditorium with this thing. But he's like moo burr la, object dot call, callback, derp.
Wow. Derp.
and he's coding with this thing, and it just sounds like a nonsense, but code is just like appearing on the screen.
Wow. I will link it with swear words. Object fuck call. Shit. Like semicolon. No. Shit. Like holy shit.
Callback slot.
Like for every semicolon is actually holy shit. That would make awesome code. Object fuck call. Holy shit. For I, holy
God.
shit. I plus holy shit.
I could not work if I had to do that. I would be laughing so hard all the time.
That would be great.
Oh my god. Actually, let me see if I can find
Just
that.
making a for loop make you swear like 5 times. 4 bar int 0. Holy shit. Int is no smaller than length. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, here we go. I found it.
I found the.
I found the demonstration.
Did you send it to me? I
Yep.
sent it in the. Okay, hang on. I want to see that.
Alright, jump to like 13 minutes in.
This is Tavis Rudd, and he's going to be talking.
If you want to watch it.
Yeah, sure.
Tay, Mike. Palm, slap. Nope. Term jump. Quit. Quit. Term jump. Slash. Tay, Mike. Palm, slap. Slap. Lee, slap. Poop, slap. Term quit. Okay, SSH. Local root term. Term quit. Snore. And I've got snippets for various bash.
Nice.
Snore.
Snore.
Okay, as I mentioned before, it's sort of a verbal vim. I'm not going to go into the details, but here are some of the commands that I'm using, voice commands. Wake up. Next slide.
Verbal.
You think you are so smart because you got Emacs to listen to your voice.
A lot of people
Okay.
snore.
I got the idea.
Yeah, it's
Nice. The snore. That's
yeah.
insane.
He just reminded me of that, and that was one of the. I don't know. I love that presentation.
I love the language that goes a bit weird. Like the one that I know is entropy. I think it's called entropy. And entropy is a like an experimental language or something like that. That makes you okay. So the premise is whenever you in your own brain, whenever you go back to a fact, whenever you go back to a memory, it changes a little bit, right? So if you say like, oh yeah, I remember I was there, I had that cloth and whatever, but then your memory bend a little bit. So, never get the correct information. You never get the exact information. So what entropy does is whenever you make a variable, whenever you access a variable, it always gonna give you something near that value. So for example, if you do like an integer equal 5, the first time you read that value back, it's gonna give you like 4.998, and then 5.002, and then 4 point whatever. So the more you read that value, the more it goes outside the actual value.
I mean,
It makes 0 sense, alright? It's not a practical thing. It's not, don't use that. I'm not trying to say like, use this, it's your next job. We're gonna revert everything into some vital. It's just like, it just twists your mind on how to try to design system or design code with that fact, with the fact that you never cannot trust your own fucking values, right?
God, that's...
So I'm just like very interested, like what kind of algorithm can get out of that? You cannot even, you always have to guess your value.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just find that very interesting.
You always have to... I mean, how does that even work with like a loop? Like a for loop. Is your next like step gonna be, instead of 1 to 2, is it gonna be like 1, 2.2,
Yeah,
2 point negative, I don't know, like...
something like that. I don't know myself. I
ever-
just heard about that. Entropy is the measure of disorder. I think it was like when your apartment gets more messy. Okay, entropy. Yeah. Entropy, like in the universe as well. Everything goes like more disorder and everything. So, but I feel that is that a proper name? Because I think it's the name of it. Yeah. The brain fuck. Yeah. There's a language with 8 characters called brain fuck. It's only 8 characters.
Fuck brain fuck.
Wow.
Like, I've
to
seen
go
people
deeper.
write code in brainfuck and it works. I hate it. I hate that it exists. It hurts my brain, and I think that's the whole point.
But yeah, entropy. I love the way how it was. And at university, I worked with a bunch of really weird languages. It was the functional languages, or the one that they used to create philosophical or mathematical proof. So it was a very weird way to code. It was not something like algorithmic. It was, you had to build your premises. You built your, okay, those are facts. Now, based on those facts, try to fiddle around with a conclusions. But I don't remember what was the name. I think it was called LERP or LARP. Not LARP, it's live action role playing game, but it's something.
Lisp?
Lisp? Is that Lisp?
Was it Lisp? That's the one that sounds the closest.
Sounds like it. Maybe it was
Lisp has a lot of parentheses.
a lot of parentheses. But I don't know which one it was. Mathematical notation. No, it's like for the mathematical. No, I don't remember. It was a weird one though. But yeah, it was always fun to try to. You know that it's not. It's like a mental exercise actually.
Yeah.
You know it's not gonna be practical, but it's gonna help you like, analyze a problem. Brain fuck is only good to fuck with brains, with people's brain. Yeah, I do agree.
Yep. Talking about like new weird languages, there is one that I tried to work with for a little while called Rust.
Okay.
And I really like Rust and I like its concept, but oh my god, there's a trade-off you make where it takes much more time to develop something in Rust
Okay.
than it takes, like, whereas in ActionScript I can just be like, da-da-da-da-da, just slap some code together and I know it works.
Yeah.
In Rust, you're constantly like, and apparently it gets a lot better once you get used to the language, but you're constantly fighting with the compiler.
Okay.
Because the compiler is a hell of a lot more strict.
Okay.
Because it's trying to make a language that's garbage collected without a garbage collector.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So when you make
Nice.
something, like you were talking about, you make a value or something. In Rust, by default, it's immutable.
It's what?
Immutable. So it's I'm trying to remember what it is in ActionScript. A constant.
Okay.
So by default, you cannot change it whatsoever. It's just a
Okay.
value.
Okay.
You have to absolutely tell the compiler that it wants. You can change it. So by default, everything is immutable. So if you
Okay.
want to make a value that can change, you declare it mutable.
Okay, shit, okay. Gotcha.
The problem is if you then have two functions where you pass that value to something, because it's a mutable value, the function borrows it. And then it cannot be used anywhere else until it's returned.
Oh, okay, shit, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so basically, if we wanted to make an engine in this program, you can't you can have nothing basically be global either.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to make like the jukebox in like we have in some Vital and the other games, if you wanted to make that in Rust, you would basically have to have a global class that acts as your engine, and then everything else kind of like borrows a reference to it. And it's just,
It's insane.
yeah, it, like I said, the trade-off for working in it is you have to work around the compiler and you have to know what you're doing, but the end result is if it compiles, it basically cannot crash.
Yeah, gotcha. Because the memory is insanely, not strict, but yeah, you know exactly every single memory space you're taking.
Yup. And then, even at that point, if there's something that you have to do and the compiler doesn't let you, you can actually declare a block with the keyword unsafe.
Okay.
And then you can do whatever you want without the compiler, like, crawling up your ass about it.
Unsafe.
But you have to physically say unsafe in your source code.
That's beautiful. That's
Yep.
beautiful. Unsafe. You have to be like
So-
in red and like a higher in font and flashing. Unsafe.
Yeah, basically.
So every time you do it, it's like, oh, like you're not proud of yourself.
Yeah, basically. So when people write stuff in Rust, because I follow the subreddit, you see people talking about writing things pure in Rust, which means you use unsafe nowhere.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then people are talking about like the dangerousness of certain Rust applications with how many times unsafe is used.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, on the one hand, I really, really like it, but it needs to grow more before it begins to be easier to use.
Yeah. Have you tried Lua, by the way?
Lua? A little bit.
A little bit? I tried,
little
I actually made Forensic Frigate 2. I imported Forensic Frigate 2 entirely in Lua at one point. Yeah. So, yeah, because I had one guy. Whoa, we got Charmandelian Zizor. Yeah. Charmandelian Zizor. Nice. You got them all. Welcome aboard. And also Ifrit. So we have a fire team right now. Ifrit and Charmandelian Zizor. Welcome aboard, guys. We're just talking about a different bunch of languages and code and technical stuff. But yeah, Lua, I like it's hard at the beginning, like for the first 3 weeks or so. It's simple and hard at the same time because the premise is very freaking simple. Like everything is stable, so if you put a variable somewhere, it's always like a table from somewhere else. So everything is like an array in ActionScript 3. So you just put something with brackets and whatever reference to it, and you put a value in there, and that's it. That's Lua. But the more you get into it, you can actually, with only that really weird table thing, you can actually make object-oriented kind of language with that. And that comes really weird. The way, like, how they only take tables, something very simple as this, as tables, and inject a object-oriented language with only that is very amazing. And when you get that to that point where it's like, oh, I understand how they did it, you understand how they implemented object-oriented language with only those tables, you get like, oh my god, you get that oh moment and you're like, okay, I have enough with only tables, and you're like, that's insane. And the compiler is fucking it's instant all the time. It is insane. I was considering writing everything in Lua for Just Ships and Beats at one point, like having the bases solid in C#, and then all the little levels built in Lua, because the levels is pretty easy to do. It's like go left with that speed, go right, do that lerp, whatever. The actual levels are not that bad, you know. Plus, it will allow people to make their own enemies as well, create their own stuff, make them on the screen and everything. So that would be nice. Plus, the compiler, bam, instant. It's like freaking instant all the time. So I will stop whining about the freaking compiler. I know that my coder friend here in Quebec that are using Unity is like, well, shut up and use Lua already. Like they always, like I always talk about the compiler and they just reply that. Like, fucking use the script language and shut up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the benefit of a language that's a scripted language, because you just run it and it just runs.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was building it with Sublime, actually. I was writing it in Sublime. And that was good enough.
You... Because I've gotten Vim to work with Unity before, but the problem is it was very unstable.
Okay.
I don't know. I suggest giving it a shot.
Vim?
I think you might really like it. Yeah.
Is Vim like Sublime Text or what?
Yeah, it's similar, but Vim it's based on VI, which is like super old.
Okay.
Vim is just like the improved Vim, or improved VI, I think is what it actually calls itself.
Okay.
But you can just go download like GVim and stuff. Okay. But it is super nice, because what I really wish there was a Vim plugin for FDT, because I've looked and there's not, which makes me sad. There's VI plugins for Eclipse, but none of them really worked with FDT. But the nice thing is, it's like, if you want to select 2 words in front, you literally just hit W like 3, or you can hit like D3 to like select a bunch of words just to the end, or you can select a whole block if you just back up to the last parenthesis, and then you can select everything in that parenthesis.
Okay.
Like, it's super easy to just string words together. Or commands together and end up just selecting and moving code, and oh my god.
Nice.
But
does it reconnect like classes or something like that, or?
You can get plugins to do that.
Okay.
The only thing that really stops me from using Vim a lot more is the fact that on Linux, it's super... like, it's built like right into the whole system, and people are just writing all kinds of crazy things for Vim on Linux.
Okay.
Vim on Windows is kind of hacked together.
Okay.
Yeah, I used a program with Unity called OmniSharp, and it basically turned Vim into Visual Studio. Like, I could compile right from Vim, I could go to class declarations and find out where I used code and stuff like that, all in Vim. But I got to some weird points where it like crash for no reason.
Okay.
And I was actually able to reproduce that crash by going to the same file and trying to type the same thing. So I stopped using it, and I don't know. If I use Visual Studio, I'm probably just going to get a Vim plugin for it. But I don't know. I think you might really like it, especially how much keyboard shortcuts.
I am.
Well, no, just keyboard shortcuts. How many of those you build for everything?
Yeah, that's a good point. I like Sublime Text actually a bit. Like you can put your whole project in here and just say do the model, spawn, enum, and then bam, you go whatever you want, and do all your stuff, blah blah blah. And you can also call function, just like create. So it recognizes that there's a create thing. It doesn't recognize the parameters and stuff like that, but if you want to do like create this, you can see it recognizes the it recognizes the function, or again, you can go to meta spawn, bam, you can go on line 15, bam. So it was quite cool for that. The only thing is I cannot do, for example, this is an actor, so I cannot do e dot something. It's not gonna know. It's always within the same file, you know. So
Yeah.
I cannot do that, or I cannot refactor something. But it's fast as hell, you know. Just fucking changing. It's all instant all the time. There's no wait. I like it. Kind of like in Eclipse as well. In Eclipse with FDT, everything is like bam, bam, bam. It's instant. But yeah.
I notice occasionally with FDT there's a little bit of lag, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
And it's usually after I haven't used it in a while or something.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Notepad++ does exactly the same thing, and
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of ReSharper, because I have installed a ReSharper thing for Visual Studio, and apparently I heard that it takes some juice, it takes some CPU juice.
That might.
But I need it because otherwise I cannot do Control Shift like this. I cannot say like, okay, I want to jump on X whatever function, circle. Let's go, bam, I'm right there. You know, I don't have this shortcut, and for me, like that's a no-brainer. If I don't have access to that shortcut, I'm moving away from that IDE. So I had that.
Yep.
I had that, and a little bit simpler, but the control click, I like it. So that's like, I would not mind if there was like an F. I think it's F12 or F4. No, there's a keyboard shortcut for that, so I wouldn't mind to reprogram my brain. But just that fucking Control Shift T or refactoring, all that stuff. If there doesn't, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know exactly what you mean, because that was my deal breaker for not using Vim. Is the only code completion plugin that I could find was for Linux.
Okay, yeah.
And I was just like, I cannot live without code completion at this point. It just makes me so much faster.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I agree. This code snippet as well. I like how to like the 4i. I like it. If there was I don't know if there's a plugin for Eclipse for C#. I don't think so. I think I've looked like Eclipse.
Oh, there has to be.
I think there's one, but yeah, I looked for Unity.